Hi kids, it's Francesca from Kids World. I miss you guys so much. Today we're going to do story time and I hope you enjoy it. We're going to read 2 stories today. We're going to be reading House Mouse, Senate Mouse. The Squeaker of the House and the Senate Mouse-Jority Leader. America's mice have a government too, with presidents, senators, and Congress mice who are elected, debate, vote the popular will. It's a rodent republic on Capitol Hill. There's a Capitol there that looks just like our own, a mouse house, a senate of column and stone. Mouse masons and workers copied every detail, from the tip of the dome down to every last nail. One day in Mousery, a wonderful state, a teacher, Miss Tuftmouse, at about 8:30, told her class, "Settle down, everyone, sit up straight. There's a special assignment, and it must not be late. The class altogether, for worse or for better, must write to our Congress an interesting letter. You ought to get started, not later but soon, for you must turn it in by this Thursday at noon." Well, the children, excited, did not waste a minute working hard on their letter and what to put in it. For 3 classes straight, they wrote and they read. Then the letter was finished, and here's what it said. "Dear Congress, we think there should be, if you please, a law to establish a national cheese. We like this idea. We hope it will pass. Yours sincerely, Miss Tuftmouse, 2nd grade class." Miss Tuftmouse, of course, gave the letter an A and mailed it to Congress the very next day, where it went to the mailroom where mail comes in crates from Mousery, Mississippi, and other mouse states. See Office of the Postmaster. The Postmaster took it to Longworth McMouse, the capital confident squeaker of the house. A copy was rushed down to the Senate to the Mouse-Jority Leader, Russell Mouse Bennett. Then Longworth called Russell as quick as a blink. "A national cheese? Well, what do you think?" "Good idea," the Mouse Majority Leader said back. "We'll draw up a bill to get it on track." To make a new law, Congress starts with a bill, a document written with care and with skill. To find the right words, mouse assistants begin at the Library of Congress and the books found within. Next, a committee considers the bill, for it just isn't finished or ready until the members discuss it, make changes and more, then finally send it along to the floor. That's the floor of each chamber, the Senate and House. That's where each senator and each Congress mouse gets to vote on the bill, and if enough do, the president signs it if he likes it too. But it's not always easy for all to agree on just what a bill should do, say, or be. For example, the bill for a national cheese caused a big disagreement, a lot of unease. Some mice wanted cheddar to make the top spot, some mice wanted Roquefort, but others said not. Some said Parmesan, some couldn't care less. So many options, so many opinions, and such a big mess. Just when it seemed things couldn't get bleaker, the Mouse-Jority Leader agreed with the squeaker to gather the brightest on Capitol Hill to figure out how they could rescue the bill. The rotunda was packed, a good place to meet, when Senator Thurmouse rose to his feet. The oldest and wisest in Congress by years, the squeaker, the leader, the rest were all ears. "Our mouse founding fathers," he said, "were so wise. They founded our nation around compromise. They wrote it all down in the mouse constitution, so after much thought, I propose this solution. We are city mice, country mice, large mice, and small. We like many cheeses, in fact, like them all. But we're Americans first, so now, if you please, let's agree that American is our national cheese." "Bravo!" they all shouted. "Hooray!" they yelled twice. "What a good compromise! What terrific advice!" In the House and the Senate, it passed right away, and the President signed it the very next day. And back in Mousery, where everything started, Miss Tuftmouse class was very warm-hearted. "Look, children, look," she said. "Isn't it grand? We live in a wonderful, wonderful land." The end. I also have Duck for President. We're gonna read next. It says vote. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, Horsehair, seed sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do too. Pigs clean under the beds, cows weed the garden, sheep sweep the barn, duck take out the trash, mow the lawn, and grind the coffee beans. At the end of each day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies, the cows are covered in weeds, the sheep are covered in dust, and duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway? Thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the barn. Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. Voter registration. Voters must live on the farm, show valid ID, be at least this tall. The mice got together and protested the height requirement, so Duck crossed it off. On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in a box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. Farmer Brown 6, Duck 20. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. Right there. The new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for governor. Vote for me, I'm a duck, not a politician. Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small town diners, he marched in parades, he went to town meetings, he gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The vote was counted and the results were posted in the local paper. Duck wins by a nose, Miss Governor, and Duck only one vote away. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck on the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was Miss Governor, 299,999 votes, and Duck, 300,002 votes. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. A duck for a change. I like Duck. Duck making us proud again. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. He even played the saxophone on late night television. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted and the results were announced on CNN. Decision America. Mr. President or Duck? Duck defeats President. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. Right there. The new tally was Duck won. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, Secret Service agents, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all, thought Duck. Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed, no experience necessary, must be able to mow the lawn and grind coffee beans. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck is working on his autobiography. The end. Thanks for doing story time with me, guys. Bye. See you next time.